How's it going, everybody? Savvier saying what is good to all my Super Saiyan homies, here to bring you Dragon Ball Legends, anime, and manga content. If you enjoy the video and want to see more stuff like this, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. And if you do end up doing all that, leave a comment down below letting me know, and I'll be sure to respond to you because I Super Duper Saiyan appreciate all of you. So today, I'm going to be doing a bit of a discussion video. I'm just a bit tired from work. I'm working on a showcase, but I don't think I'm going to upload it tonight. Just going off of that briefly, I want to just discuss what my plan for the page is going forward. So my plan is to start doing 6 videos a week, so that this way I could take a day off to kind of work on stuff for the week. This way when I'm coming home from work, I'm not exhausted doing editing and recording and everything. And I just think this will help for the quality of videos, just taking a day a week to kind of get, I guess, ahead of schedule, for lack of a better term. So that's that. And just to break down what those videos will be is I'm going to do 3 showcases a week, 2 discussion videos, whether they be discussions about a new Zenkai, new character, whether they be something about the meta, whether they be discussing, like a guide for you guys and on stuff to help you, or even if it's just talking about an anime or a manga, like if it's a review of the new Super chapter, or if it's a review of a simulcast or a top 5 list or something like that. I'm going to do 2 of those a week to kind of sprinkle in throughout the showcases, because quite honestly, I just don't have the time to be doing a showcase a day. I just literally don't have the time. So that's that. And then the last thing is, for the last day, it's going to be something arts related. So probably every other week, what I'll do for that 6th video is I will do like a concept card, and I'll show everything. Like I'll show like maybe a little animation on how I made the card. I'll put little clips from the show showing what their cards would be, like what their green card is supposed to be, what their blue card is supposed to be. So that's really what I'll be doing for that. But on those other 2 weeks, I actually have a really big project that I'm going to be announcing probably next weekend that you guys can look forward to, that I actually have about 3 years worth of content planned out for. So you guys can really look forward to that, and just kind of keep that in mind, that I have something very big on the horizon. And so that will kind of take up the 6th video for a long time to come, every other week for that matter. So, like one of the 2 slots, because like I said, it's going to be every other week, but one of those 2 weeks will be like a teaser for the main video for that month, and then that month will be the main video for the project, and that'll go on, for once a month for, like I said, I have about 3 years of content planned out for this. So you guys will get to see the announcement for that next weekend. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about on a personal note. Let's talk about Legends. So the first thing I want to talk about is kind of the servers and how all this goes. I know that there's a lot of info going around on the internet that actually says that if Legends were to get a designated server or a dedicated server, that things would not really get better, or at least not noticeably get better. I have to say that while I understand the logic and the merit that you have to worry about ping, and the real innate problem lies with are you playing with somebody across the globe from you, or are you playing with somebody who's playing at a significantly lower frame rate or something like that? So there are a lot of other factors, but having dedicated servers, having servers, or regional servers for that matter, especially regional servers, having stuff like that to handle the traffic a little bit better of all the PvP, I'm not going to say it's going to make a marginal difference, but it does become noticeable to the point where, there are people who talk about how they can't find a match when they're on Wi-Fi, but then when they're off Wi-Fi, all they find is bots. And so it's just kind of like, you kind of need something to kind of unmuddy the water a little bit. And, if you're going to change the requirements for devices so that this way you can have a cleaner connection between them, and you can really make use of those dedicated servers, then so be it. If some dude's got to sacrifice playing on his iPhone 4, because we need PvP to not run on a microwave, then so be it. I think that's pretty fair to say. I think the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. I think if you're trimming off the fat of some less dedicated players who are playing on outdated devices, so that the people who are playing more currently and more optimized settings and everything like that, who are truly focused on the game, can actually play and enjoy the game, I think that'd be much better. The next thing I want to talk about is balance changes. Balance changes need to make a return. It's not like I know that they weren't necessarily perfect before, but they need to come back because Zenkais are not doing the job. Platinum equips are not doing the job. You're buffing one character, maybe two, maybe three a month, as opposed to, you know, you have I don't know. You like balance changes used to be what 10, 15 characters, something like that. So to just drop that down completely, and to just drop that down to, you know, I like 2-3 characters a month, maybe. It's just ridiculous to try and compete with the Zenkais that are being released, for that matter. Because, like, yes, we're starting to get to a point where, like, there's very feasible Zenkai teams across the board. You can make very competent Zenkai teams in multiple different builds and multiple different tags, but that kind of just, like, puts those 20, 30 units up for play, a couple of strong units, and then, like, everybody else is on the back burner. That's like everybody else you spent CC on, complete waste. Like, I could tell you half of these characters I haven't touched in forever. I haven't even touched them in Ultra Space Time Rush, like, because I just haven't needed to, you know? So that's just kind of that. I just think it needs to come back, just so that, you know, this way you're not necessarily putting all these characters on the bench. You can have a bit broader of a horizon. And they have done a good job of broadening PvP of late, but just a little bit of expanding, I think, would be really, really good. A bit of you know, balancing some of the characters from teams that don't necessarily get some love. Like, even if just GT, you know, got like a few characters balance changed. If you got, I don't know, what's another tag that needs love? Like, if the Ginyu Force, like, if those were the 5EXs that got a balance change, that'd be cool too. You know, just kind of change it up a little bit, refresh a few teams. So that's kind of that. Next point. My next point is the energy tank change, because oh my god, was this energy try that again. Energy tank change? I think this is the biggest mess up that they've ever made. This was the stupidest thing they could have done. The fact that you don't pull the energy from bonus battle events now is just insane to me. And I never personally realized the farming technique, that, like, you just use the free energy to farm the energy tickets or the energy tanks or whatever. I never thought that far. I'm a dumb idiot head. That's it. I don't really have anything else to tell you. But regardless of all that, even if you weren't farming, this is insane, because the quote-unquote bonus rewards are barely 100 to 200 more souls or anything like that. When it comes to Zenny, you're not getting that much extra on the bonus battle. When it comes to XP, I mean, who needs the bonus XP battle? Who needs it? Honestly, who needs it? You have Let's Fight, and then the number of rewards for training that we've gotten throughout the last couple of events, throughout the last couple of months, is insane. Like, I have enough training materials to max out all my units, like, the second that they drop. It's not a problem. Like, I genuinely don't know anybody who needs the Super XP battle anymore. And then to remove the tanks from that, it's just stupid. It's just like, you now have limited what we're doing in PvE to begin with. You have limited content in that. You've limited the way to get the resources to even play it. Like, I know it's a gacha game. I know you're not supposed to spend 24 hours a day on it like some people do. But, like, that's crazy. Like, you need to at least provide the basic resource to play the game, regardless of whether or not it is, you know, to some tremendous standing where it's like, you know, you're providing, like, I don't know, 100 free energy a day. Like, that's insane. I get that. But, you know, to do things like this, like to remove just having the ability to get it as a reward for playing the game, and to allow you to continue playing, to not be rewarded for playing the game and then be able to continue playing, is the stupidest marketing decision I've ever seen in terms of any game whatsoever. So that's that. I have one more point to talk about, and we're gonna wrap it up after that. Last thing I want to talk about is the PvE game mode that we are supposed to be getting in the near future. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it better be something good that we can make content with. Because co-op, you cannot make co-op content. It's not possible. People who play co-op are a different breed of stupid. And on top of that, there's not like a co-op meta. It is just rinse, wash, repeat. It is just absolute garbage. That being said, we need something that's going to be good, that you can run, you know, and necessarily like still compete, but not necessarily have to worry about ranked anxiety and stuff like that. Not necessarily have to worry about making mistakes against other players, when you can kind of like learn how to fight bots and stuff like that. Or that's not even what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying I want a mode that's just bots, that you get ranked for fighting bots. That's stupid. I don't know though. I genuinely am not sure what they're thinking of right now, but they've put all their eggs in one basket. This needs to be something truly, truly powerful for everybody involved. This needs to be something to change up the pace for content creators. This needs to be something to bring people back. This needs to be something for free-to-play players to actually make some CC from, to have a benefit from getting the new characters, as opposed to just getting the Zenkai characters. Because PvP can be very frustrating for PvP. Let me try that again. PvP can be very frustrating for free-to-play players. I haven't experienced too much of it firsthand. I experienced a little bit yesterday trying to do my launch showcase with my least wailed-out team that I have, but I can't say 100% what it's like to be a free-to-play player right now, and I can't really imagine how frustrated I would be if most of the time, you know, I was either in try-hard mode or getting my ass kicked just to all these wailed out teams all the time. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's really all I have to say, is that they need to do a few things clearly, and I'm glad that they're focusing on a new game mode, but it cannot turn into the guild versus guild. It needs to drop. It needs to drop, and it needs to drop soon, because this dry spell of putting all your eggs in one basket is really not good for the community. I know I'm not personally going anywhere, but I know that there are a lot of people who are kind of, you know, on the brink, and the only way to kind of mitigate that is to, you know, release what you're working on, or at least put out some type of content. Like, it was nice that they didn't time lock the 50 stage event, but to change up the way you had to get the crystals to do it, it changed it from a 50 stage event to like a 75 stage event. It was annoying. I think these last couple of updates, they have not been focusing on the players like they did between the second anniversary to up until, honestly, I would say when UI released. I would say when UI and the Pride Troopers was kind of when they stopped giving a fuck. Like Broly and Gogeta, they dropped the ball. Future Gohan was out of nowhere and unnecessary. This launch and Yamcha, they're cool, but it's like, where are the crystals to even summon for them? You know, where are the events to back them up? So that's that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Is there anything I missed that you think can fix the game? Or at least just make it better. I don't necessarily mean fix it. I just mean, like, you know, make things a little bit better. Like I said, I think dedicated servers, I think balance changes, I think, whatchamacallit? Oh, and obviously we need more events. You need more events for free-to-play players. That's that. I don't have anything else to say. I will see you guys tomorrow for a fun showcase. Yeah, peace out.